Hello everybody, welcome back to Screen Stars. I'm here today to bring you my review for the 2021 comedy film Thunder Force, a film that is written and directed by Ben Falcone, and it stars Melissa McCarthy, Octavia Spencer, Jason Bateman, Melissa Leo, Taylor Mosby and Pom Clementeef or Tife. Right, now this again is another one of those Ben Falcone films where he directs his wife, at least I think it's his wife, Melissa McCarthy, that is not really going down particularly well. I think that's fair to say. And what is this film about? Well, essentially it's a light comedy based on Melissa McCarthy's character Lydia and Octavia Spencer's character Emily, who are childhood friends. They live in a world where there was some kind of solar storm and it turned a rare few into super beings. However, the twist here is the people that it turned into super beings are those that are more inclined to commit crimes, and they're called miscreants. And in Chicago, where they live, there is essentially two miscreants, well, three really, that are causing the most trouble. Laser, the Crab, and the King. Octavia Spencer's parents are killed by these miscreants when she is a child, and she swears that she's going to finish their work because they were looking at ways to make normal people into super beings as well. They grow up, and basically the upshot of it is they grow up. Melissa McCarthy stumbles upon this research, ends up getting superpowers, i.e. super strength, teams up with her best friend Emily, who becomes invisible. They form Thunder Force and vow to fight crime and stop the miscreants, basically. Right. What are my thoughts on this film? Well, right. I'm going to start with the positives here now. Now, this is unoffensively. It's an unoffensive film. It's not offensively bad. It's actually quite a nice, light family film sort of thing in many ways. That you can put on, watch, and just turn off and never watch again. You know what I mean? You can watch it with a family. It's not offensive in any way, really. There's some people might have a chuckle here and there, but it's not a good film. It really isn't. I mean, I didn't laugh once. Actually, that's not true. I did laugh at one point. The highlight of this film for me was Jason Bateman. I mean, the guy's brilliant in most things that he does, and he plays this character called the Crab, and he was bitten on the genitalia by this radioactive crab, and he turned into a miscreant. And he's got like these crab arms. That's it. He doesn't really have any powers. He's just got crab arms. But it's funny watching him trying to negotiate his way through life with these crab arms, and that gave me one or two chuckles. And Jason Bateman is definitely a highlight of this film. The rest of it, the humour, is just really not good. I mean, comedy subjective. What I might find funny, others won't, and vice versa. There might be somebody watch this that would be in stitches of laughter. I can't see it myself, but there may be some. It just doesn't hit. This is the kind of humour, and I'll give you an example really. If you think it's funny watching two larger ladies struggling to get in and out of a Lamborghini, then you might laugh at the humour in this. That's the kind of humour that's being pitched to us here. That's it, really. There's just so much wrong with it. When they first get the superpowers and they've got these super suits on, their first night of fighting crime, they are reliably informed by Melissa Leo's character that the Crab, who has been robbing Chicago left, right and centre for months, will be robbing this certain store tonight, so head there right now. Hang on, how did she know that's the store he was about to rob? Again, that's the kind of film that we're dealing with here. Octavia Spencer's character has the power of invisibility. They don't do anything creative with that at all. In fact, most of the time she turns invisible and ends up whispering to Melissa McCarthy's character, so that effectively she's not invisible anymore. All she's got really is a taser. They don't do anything creative with that power at all. It was pointless giving her that power. Nothing at all creative with it. Yeah, it's cringy. The scenes where they're singing seal songs, you know, they sing a seal, a kiss from a rose. There's a scene where they're singing that for no reason. It didn't need to happen. I'm sure maybe I think the only reason they did it, well, this will be funny, and I think that's some of the humour here is they probably it was Belle Falcone who wrote it, sat down and wrote this and thought, well, that's probably going to be funny. It's not funny. Have they not learned from some of the negative feedback and reviews from some of these films they've been making together over these last few years? It ain't working. The humour isn't landing. So yeah, it's not a great film, this, guys. If you're going into this film thinking it's going to be a laugh a minute, it really isn't. It's cringy. The humour is pitched at such a level that it's facepalm time most of the time, and the only time for me the humour landed was when Jason Bateman was on screen, and Bobby Cannavale, who played the King, who wants to be mayor. Some of their interactions with the King was reasonably amusing, but the rest of it is a little bit of washout. But it's an unoffensive family film. There is a mild level of entertainment here, but for me, for most of the film, it missed the mark. I'm going to give this one a 4.5 out of 10. It just didn't work for me. As a comedy, as an action adventure, as a superhero film, none of it really hit from my perspective. So yeah, this is one, guys, to avoid. It's like one of those superhero films, tame superhero films like Zoom from years ago with Tim Allen and things like that. It just didn't work for me, this film. So yeah, that is my review for Thunder Force. It is pretty much as bad as the saying, guys, and I would suggest. Well, I mean, it's on Netflix, so I mean, you could put it on for nothing if you got Netflix, and it might entertain the family for an hour and a half or so. And that's the best you're going to get from this one, unfortunately. So thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you found the review useful. Of course, I will be back with more reviews and content on the channel very, very soon.